I am not actually mad at this game. I am not mad at this game. The Sixers lost 134 to 120 beat to the Utah Jazz. John B was a late scratch because of back tightness. And obviously 134, you would say if John B were running the game, dribble penetration obviously wouldn't be as bad. But we're not leading off with that, okay? We're going to... This is what we've been waiting for from Ben Simmons. This, right here, Ben Simmons, listen to me, my brother. This is what you can do. The Utah Jazz were the number one ranked defense heading into the night. Number one ranked defense. And yeah, they were without Mike Conley, one of the better perimeter defenders that they had. But regardless, you saw Royce O'Neal, they have Rudy Gobert, they still have Donovan Mitchell. They're still the best team in basketball right now, to be honest. We were talking about it, but the Utah Jazz did it with a huge sample of size, if you will. Utah Jazz are the best team in the NBA with the number one ranked defense. And you went in there, man. You did. And when you play the way you play, I'm sorry, Doc, I can't. Floor game? No, floor game is not Ben's best. Floor game doesn't mean anything for Ben. Now that you've had a game like this, you can't go back. I'm not going to accept 15 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. After this? No. No. After tonight, you can never go back. You can never go back to, I'm 15, 8, and 8, I exist. No. And this is what Sport Talk with Bro, shout out to him. This is what he been talking about. No. I know you can do this. I know you can be one of the best players on the planet. If you desire it, if you're hungry for it, if you just take it and you took it tonight. And so even though it's a loss, I don't want you thinking, well, I did the best of my capability and we still lost. I don't want you thinking that. We did not lose because of you. We lost because of the shit around you. Now we'll get into it. Danny fucking Green. Wow. I've never seen a player as bad on the defensive end of the floor as Danny Green. No lie, no sarcasm, not a hot take. Danny Green is right now, by far, the worst perimeter defender in the game of the NBA. Before the game, I was talking about it's Bojan Bogdanovic and it's Joe Ingles. These are two real solid players. They shoot the three, and Joe Ingles has become a point forward all of a sudden. But these are two average athletic dudes. You're getting burned by them. Early in the game, the Utah Jazz clearly look at Danny Green, because the tape is out there. You can't hide it anymore. He's the worst defender in the NBA. So the Utah Jazz are going, okay, Danny Green, and they're using Joe Ingles, and Joe Ingles is getting all the way to the rim. Hang it the fuck up, Danny Green. You're getting burned by Joe Ingles. Donovan Mitchell, nah. Anyone on the Utah Jazz, nah. The guy was a defensive. I thought we were over this. Excuse me. The guy is one of the worst defensive players that I have ever seen in my entire life. And given that, seeing that, I'm done. Personally, I am done. Put it this way, I think he only made, 2 shots. One of them was a free ball, right? So let's say the day we had 5 points, and I can't even look at the box score right now. He had 5 points, right? He gave up 30 on the other end. That is a minus 25 from one starter. One! Just one starter. I'm sure Seth Curry gave up a couple buckets here and there, and he's not a great scorer either. But here's the thing. I think you can survive Seth Curry. I'm serious. You can survive Seth Curry if you had a way better starter in Danny Green. It doesn't even have to be, like I said, 30th ranked small forward, right? Worst starter in the NBA by leap and bound margin. If we could go from 30th to 24th, just 24th, I think it would make a big difference. Literally, just marginally upgrade from the worst starting wingman in the NBA right now, and I think it will make a big difference. I think it will make such a huge difference that the backup point guard scoring off situation, you saw we put 124 tonight. So, is it really the bench, although I would love Shake Milton back? Is it that? Or is it the fact that Danny Green is giving up 45 points on a regular basis? Can't guard him, can't switch him, it doesn't matter. This guy is the worst defender maybe in NBA history. I'm done. I had a DNT coach decision this guy. He can't play. He can't. Not if a series about winning a championship, not if a series about winning ball games. He can't defend anybody. He probably couldn't even defend Doc Rivers if Doc Rivers put on a jersey tonight. That's how bad Danny Green is. I'm fucking done. Cut him, waive him, or trade him. Get him out of here. He's not conducive to the mission, Dale. To the mission of winning a championship. He's not conducive to it. Bench him. That is the bench Danny Green rant. Oh, while I'm at it. Burkhan Korkmaz. Doc, can we officially end the experiment tonight? Can we officially end it? Burkhan Korkmaz can't play in the NBA either. He also can't defend a stick, but his offensive game is non-existent. His shooting is non-existent. Finally, at a point in the fourth quarter, Doc Rivers was like, you know what, fuck it. Put Isaiah Joe in, and Isaiah Joe gives you more activity than Burkhan ever could on defense, and that led to the charge. Enough of Burkhan Korkmaz. It's over. He is a below-fringe player who should go back in Europe. I can't even. Between Danny Green and Burkhan, you got some of the worst perimeter defenders at the wing spot. You know, and Matisse Thybulle, you know, he tried, but he was that energetic, jumping all over the place, not really, you know, moving lateral with your hips, rotating properly on the defensive end. The Sixers small forward problem is just unbelievable. It's worse than the Sixers guard problem last year that DJ Eastwood and I talked about. You have no wingman at all. Zero. None. I don't know who I trust there. Zero. There's not a single one of them who I trust right now. Because the Utah Jazz, those are good wings. But they're like, they don't hate. They don't hate. They're decent. But you're the cream of the crop of bad right now, where a team can have solid wings and it looks insurmountable. Like, holy shit. You can't go to the tournament like this. If we match up in the Nets, oh my God, it's just, who are you hiding Danny on? Harden? Durant? Who? Joe Harris? In order to win a championship, you gotta move on with Danny Green. Somehow, some way. Because that was just, like, literally, that was in the back for you. Two big, slow forwards, right? You could at least guard that. Nope. I don't even know anymore. I literally do not know. And so, even though you're like, okay, I understand Doc Rivers' philosophy was saving Ben Simmons, right? It would work a hell of a lot better if you had anyone but the name Danny Green. Or anyone not on the Sixers roster right now. It's just, I have no idea. I literally have no idea. I don't know what to say about the worst defensive wing rotation I think I have ever seen in my human life. I'll put some proper context to that. I am 28 and going to be 29 in 3 weeks. I watched the NBA from the 2001 Iverson season. You know what we had? Jordan Lynch would be a starter right now. Put that in context, kids, and go come George Lynch. Go look that up. Oh my God. The small forward position, you know, we've never really had a great small forward in my prime, save for Andre Iguodala. But my God, do I miss Iguodala right now. I would love to get a time machine, get 2007 Andre Iguodala, then transport him 26 years old into 2021 next to Jerome Embiid and Ben Simmons. I would love that right now because what we have in small forward is utter piss garbage. Seriously, piss garbage. And I don't know what you do. I just don't know. Could we use the backup 4, 5? Yeah, we could use some depth there. Although Dwight Howard had, arguably, in my opinion, his best offensive game of the year. He was energetic on the boards, got some pushbacks, did some Dwight Howard things. I think that if Joel Embiid is here, let's see, here's the thing. Ben, you did this tonight, right? Ben, here's my next challenge to you. Joel Embiid is going to be healthy, and Joel Embiid is going to play 3/4 of a season. I need you. That regardless of your franchise center, I need you. I'm not saying 42. I'm saying 25. I think that's in the realm for you. I think it's possible. I think it's possible for you to be 25, but more importantly than the number average, I need you to be available for your team for 4 quarters, like you were tonight. That's more important to me than the points. The points are great. The point total is wonderful. But the reason you get to that point total is same thing for Tobias, 35, right? The reason you're there is your activity for 48 minutes. I need you to have activity. I don't care about the floor game. That's cute, Doc. But his activity level is more important than his floor game. When he played with this level of activity, there's no one who could stop him on the basketball court. And when he played with this level of activity, his floor game exists. You know, before the game, DJ and some AO2 radio, I think I said that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Both of them had a pre-game review, and where DJ was like, if only Ben could, narrow the margin between, yes, it's great to have a floor game, but also be aggressive. Tonight, he did that. This is the Ben Simmons celebration game, but this is also the why the fuck, the Yes Network said this for the Nets, 4 through 10, like, we don't even have 4 through 10. It's Ben, Joel, and Tobias, and a bunch of shit. A bunch of shit. We have a 20-year-old kid who's not really ready in Maxey. Should we have picked... This is where, Maxey is the best player available, yes. But should we have just made the pick for Desmond Bain to get a shooter in here? Because this is where we're at. We're not at the point where we can have a young 20-year-old point guard and wait and mature and develop it, That's not bad. And actually, that's not criticism on him. It's not criticism on Doc. It's just the reality that you needed a B&D guy less than you needed some, young 19-year-old kid. If we keep him great long-term for our future, but when Joel Embiid is an MVP, and when you can cork this out of Ben, you can get this out of him, do we really need young player? I don't know. I don't know that you do. Dale Moore had to pull the trigger. We all know you have to pull the trigger. Do you pull the trigger for more bench players, or do you just pull the trigger for a starter moving some guy to the bench? Because I'm all for that Buddy Hield right now. I really think you need another guy that you can count on and rely on so that you get more consistent offensive production. But whatever you do, whether it's bench starter, whatever you do, can you please, for the love of all that is mercy, bench, trade, cut, waive Danny Green? I'm done. I'm sick and tired of watching it. He is the worst defender in NBA history. Enough is enough. Bench Danny Green is how we're going to end this. We started it with the high that Ben Simmons played like a goat tonight, and we're going to end it with the low. Cut Danny Green! 60 Universe, signing off.